My name is Pam Hinden, and I am blessed to be the director of the Adult Degree Program. We are thrilled that tonight we are celebrating the graduation of 240 Adult Degree Program students who are earning a bachelor's degree. And an additional 7 students who are earning a Master of Arts in Liberal Studies. I believe this is the largest graduating class that ADP has ever had. So give yourself a round of applause. The decision to come to college as an adult is never a simple one. Am I right? Every student sitting here today had to consider the effect of adding college classes to their already busy lives. The decision to return to school impacts not just the students, but all of the people closest to them. Our students' children, partners, family members, and friends made sacrifices so they could go to class, study, visit the library, and be left alone to write yet another paper. None of the graduates sitting before you could have accomplished their goals without support from the important people in their lives. So I want to say thank you to the family and friends who are here tonight, who encouraged and supported our graduates to go to school and to complete their degree. Let's give a big round of applause to all those support people. The Adult Degree Program has been serving adults for more than 40 years, and it never gets old. Well, some of us are getting old, but the mission of the program is as vital today as it was 40 years ago. Did you know that here in the Bronx, only 18% of adults over the age of 25 have a bachelor's degree? ADP students, you are defying the odds. Despite incredibly busy and complicated lives, ADP students achieve great success at Lehman College. They serve as role models for younger students, and many have earned college credit for their life or work experiences. 95 of this year's ADP graduates are graduating with a 3.4 GPA or better. That GPA is high enough for them to qualify for induction into our honor society, Alpha Sigma Lambda. Many of our students have also earned college and departmental honors. ADP students are succeeding. Now, this time of year, all around the country, graduation speakers are addressing new grads and telling them in various ways, take your new skills and knowledge and go out into the world and change things. But our ADP grads have already been out in the world with their skills and their knowledge and their resilience and their creativity. They've already been making an impact in all kinds of jobs and venues. And then they came to Lehman, and they found more ways to hone their skills and gain more knowledge to make contributions in the world. The students sitting here tonight have proven that they are resilient and creative, ready and able to go back out into the country and change, fix, innovate, create, and lead the world. You are leaders. To our graduates, one of the best parts of my job is getting to know your stories. When you show up that first time, you share with us some of the challenges you faced in completing your degree. There have been many reasons for stopping and starting your education, and some of the challenges you've had have been huge. But you never gave up on your dream to complete your degree. The road to your degree has been long. And for some of you, even longer. Some of you came to us as 40-year-old freshmen, while others of you did a scenic tour of 3 or 4 or 10 colleges before you came to Lehman. Once you got here, some of you took the express plan and finished your studies in just a year or 2. And some of you were true role models of persistence, chipping away at your degree requirements for more than 20 years. ADP students exemplify the idea that it doesn't matter how you start, it only matters how you finish. The journey you took to get here tonight required sacrifice and courage. There were frustrations, there were tears, you lost sleep. Is sounding familiar? You gave up quality time with friends and family. You had so little time that you missed several seasons of Game of Thrones. Some of you probably think The Walking Dead and Modern Family are classes taught by ADP Professor Ray Grizel. But through it all, you persevered, you never forgot your goal, and here you are. Booker T. Washington said, "You measure the size of the accomplishment by the obstacles you have to overcome to reach your goals." And you faced and overcame many, many obstacles. I want everyone in this room to know how many obstacles you overcame. So we're going to do a little call and response. Just pretend we're in church, okay? If what I say is true of you, you're all going to together shout out, "Yes, I did." Let's practice. Yes, I did. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did. Okay. If you came back to school after a long time away, shout out. Yes, I did. If you earned your degree while holding down a job, yes, I did. If you had to relearn high school algebra or face your fear of math to get here tonight, if you earn your degree while being a parent, yes, I did. If your pages are sticking together, shout out, "Yes, they are." Okay. If you did homework side by side with your kids, yes, I did. If you had a second job or cared for other family members or suffered a health or life crisis and still got here tonight, yes, I did. If you ever felt like giving up on this journey, but persevered. Yes, let's give these amazing students a round of applause. Michelle Obama, who's still my first lady, said, "You should never view your challenges as a disadvantage. Instead, it's important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages." So I got to tell you, we expect big things from you. Earning your degree is a huge accomplishment, and it's also the beginning of a new journey. I probably don't need to tell you how badly the world needs you right now, how badly the world needs change makers who will stand up for what is right and fair and just. We are excited to see where you go and what you accomplish. And thank you for letting us be part of your journey. Working with you and seeing you succeed inspires us. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure and privilege to introduce the best boss I've ever had, Dean Jane McKillop, who is the dean of our school, the School of Continuing Professional Studies, a woman who has dedicated her career to serving adult students. And all of you, you don't know this, but all of you and our program have benefited greatly from her leadership. Jane?
Good evening. I'm delighted to welcome you. I want to say good evening especially to Vice President Bergman, who is there at the back, to Professor Tim Alborn, who is over here, to the Registrar, Yvette Rosario, who's come to celebrate 2 of her employees. I want to welcome all the honored guests, faculty, and most especially you, graduates, and family members and friends. I'm delighted to be here this evening. Let me begin by thanking Pam Hindon, the director of ADP, for giving me this opportunity to congratulate you and pass on best wishes from all of us at Lehman College. Graduating is a phenomenally exciting time. It's a moment to stop and to take stock of all that you've achieved and relish the moment. I want you just for one minute, perhaps not as long as that, 10 seconds. Close your eyes and take a deep breath and relish the moment, because this is your achievement. Didn't that feel wonderful? You relished the moment. I thought this evening I would tell you a story. It's a story about my mum, who, like you, went to college as an adult student, and she graduated at the ripe old age of 49. She'd been raised the daughter of a miner in the north of England during the Depression in the 1930s, and she'd left school at 14 because her family couldn't afford for her to continue her education, even though she passed the test to go to secondary school. So she worked for 2 years as a shop girl, and then discovered that if she worked away from home, her income would not be counted again for tax purposes, and she could send more money home if she worked away from home. So at age 16, she moved 150 miles to Sheffield, which is a steel city much like Pittsburgh. And she decided that when she was there, she would train as a nurse, and she would get paid to train. She could send the money back home. She was terribly homesick. She cried herself to sleep every night for the first 6 months. But at the end of the initial training, when she could have gone home, she decided that she liked nursing and she wanted to stay. Fast forward more than 30 years, during which time she worked as a nurse, both in hospital and in the community, and she discovered that a college just for adults was opening locally, and that she could train to be a teacher in 2 years. She was totally thrilled, and with the support of my father, she gave up nursing and she became a teacher. She was fulfilling a lifelong ambition to go to college and get the education that she missed when she was growing up. So what does it take to change direction like that? It takes huge willpower and a lot of self-confidence. It takes a comprehensive support network and many people believing in you. And it also takes believing in yourself. And that's what you all did. You had that comprehensive network, you had that self-confidence, you have that huge willpower to do what you've achieved. So let's take a moment to thank your friends and family who certainly missed your company and who made the sacrifice along with you. And they pitched in and they helped in a variety of ways. Or maybe they sulked, but either way, they're here and they're here now. So let's thank them. Let's give them a round of applause. I also want to thank your teachers who nurtured your potential, who saw your potential, and who are so proud of your achievements. And it goes without saying that the Adult Degree Program Director and staff deserve a huge round of applause and deep gratitude for their support. Thank you, Pam, Hikania, Hassan, Johnny, Rosa, Shanice, and many others. Now, some of you this evening have been at the ADP induction into the Alpha Sigma Lambda, and you probably thought, oh, everybody does this. Trust me, What we're doing this evening is not what everybody does. This is really, really special. That induction is spectacular. And this event, this very special graduation event, is unique. So I really want to thank Pam and her staff. This has been outstanding. Thank you. Great! And now I'm going to tell you something that you might not want to hear, but it's this. Your degree is just the beginning. This is a door opening, not closing. Now you will have job opportunities that were not there before, and the possibility of continuing your education to a master's and beyond. I want you to grasp that opportunity in both hands. Not immediately, you can take the weekend off. But I want you to think about what you're going to do next. Some of you have already told me that you're going to do a master's degree or go to law school. But think about what Lehman can do to help, because we are here to help you. We're here for you. We're your alma mater. We're here because your taxes help to pay for CUNY. We're a very good deal, we know that. And there are many more opportunities here at Lehman, both credit in the form of master's and doctoral programs at the Graduate Center, and non-credit certificates and licenses. We're not going away. We're here for you. So remember that as you think about your next step, you plan your next step, don't forget that we're here for you. So congratulations. I wish you and your families all the best for the future, and stay in touch. Please do. Thank you.
I'm very pleased now to introduce to you our Interim Vice Provost of Academic Programs, Vinnie Prohaska. Vinnie has been someone who, since I have been here at ADP, has been a tremendous supporter of helping us to strengthen the academic side of our program. Thank you, Vinnie. Please share a few words.
Thank you. Well, my job here tonight is to bring you congratulations and regrets from both President Cruz and Provost Nwosu, who couldn't be here with you tonight. But if you promise not to tell them, so first of all, I hope you don't mind the third string kind of showing up. But if you promise not to tell them, I'm kind of thrilled that they couldn't be here tonight and they sent me instead, because although my degree isn't from Lehman, I have a bachelor's degree from Adelphi University. Ooh, I've never seen the campus, never set foot on it. I did all my work in an extension center for adults down in Lower Manhattan at the time. So adult degree is kind of, yeah, me. And I know you've got a program tomorrow morning that I'll be at on credit for life experience. And yeah, my undergraduate transcript is littered with CLEP exams and courses from this, that, and the other institutions. So yeah, I'm thrilled to be here with you tonight. We're all, president, provost, faculty, administration staff, proud as hell of your achievements tonight. And we're especially proud because you really do embody our college's mission, which, although, you know, the words have changed over time, and yeah, I've been here long enough to remember many different iterations of our college mission, but the mission itself has always remained essentially the same: to be a college that matters to the lives of our students and to the lives of the Bronx. How many of you Bronx natives are residents? Yeah, right? Most of us. We're a college here at Lehman where education, as you hopefully have already found out, is a life-changing phenomenon. And I hope that your education here has led you to insights, to new directions, and to possibilities that you barely imagined when you first began your studies here. We're a college where your degrees will empower you, as Jane just mentioned, towards solid futures and career trajectories. Your education here has given you tools to address issues and solve problems. And now, as you graduate, it's time for you to use those tools. We don't look to produce shy graduates, and I'll bet there isn't a shy graduate sitting in the room here tonight, but to produce graduates who will raise their voices and step up in their jobs, in their communities, and in their families. And that may be the toughest of those places to step up. But I hope you're going to use what you've learned and what you'll continue to learn. We want you to be empowered to create even greater possibilities for your companies, for your neighbors, for your children, and especially for the Bronx. We're a college that wants its students and graduates to be engaged. Engagement, public service especially, is in Lehman College's DNA. This is the building where the very first meetings of the United Nations General Assembly were held. Our namesake, Herbert H. Lehman, was not just a governor of New York and a U.S. senator, but he was the first director of UNRWA, which celebrated its 75th anniversary this year, the United Nations Relief and Recovery Administration, which brought food and medical supplies to Europe immediately after World War II, and in doing so saved countless numbers of lives. These are really excellent model of the engagement that really is a part and has always been a part of Lehman College. So this is your moment now to continue our college's legacy, to enrich the Bronx, my native borough, or whatever community you're eventually going to live and work in. We are very proud of what you have achieved so far, and we're eagerly awaiting what you're going to do next. Congratulations and thank you.
Our next speaker is Tracy Horton, who is an ADP student graduating along with you with honors with a BA in Media Communication Studies. Some of you may know Tracy by his stage name, Pudgy the Fat Bastard. Excuse the children in the room. He is a hip-hop legend who has produced, written, and contributed to gold and platinum records. He's had quite a journey to this moment of earning his degree, and I've asked him to share a few words with you.
How y'all doing today? No, y'all graduating. I'm a performer, so we ain't gonna start. Y'all gonna be here for a long time, and I know y'all hungry. So we're not gonna start until y'all celebrate what's going on today for yourselves. So how is everyone doing today? Amazing. So I'm gonna skip some of this stuff because I just introduced myself. If you're in this room, it's because we are at a landmark moment in our life. We are nowhere near the ultimate finish line, but we've made a statement. This is a life-defining accomplishment. If you close your eyes and forget about the loans, this is truly a blessing that you've worked hard to obtain. Considering the loans, monies paid out of pocket, and even financial aid, there was a huge investment made somewhere in your future. Make that investment count. It's not just a degree, it's not just a piece of paper, it's the key to your future. As Dr. James stated, it's an open door. Make this investment worth all the life minutes you spent focusing on the task. Now, I don't believe that I deserve to stand up here by myself today, so in this moment, I'm a student in the plural sense. The I today is a we. Today, I am not one, I am the many. To understand my coming to Lehman, I want to give a brief history of myself. It's going to be kind of long, but I'm going to make it quick. So, I had been working on writing song lyrics since I was 12. I studied and learned until I graduated from high school and thought I was ready for the music business. I was going to be a star to myself. And then my mother said, "You going to college." So that week I enrolled in Bronx Community. My family at its core is about academia. My mother had 16 brothers and sisters, so it's no secret that she'd decide that her children will be a force to be reckoned with. Since she saw how hard it was to stand out from a young age in her childhood, it was going to happen for her children. Nevertheless, she had me at 18, went to Fordham, went to NYU, and became a director at Verizon, all while having children to manage and a husband. She retired and went on to become an educator, so there was no question that I was going to college. My sister graduated from Fordham in Columbia, is now governmental affairs at Verizon. My brother, Michael Horton, who graduated from Lehman, is currently COO at Morgan Stanley. My Aunt Janet was high ranking at Price Waterhouse and vice president at Jeffries investment firm. Needless to say, I went to school in September. I went to Bronx Community as I told my mother I would. I signed up for college. I was on the dean's list for all semesters because that's what you had to do in your house. After all the work and listening to what my mother did and satisfying my mother, I received several major record deal offers. I went into the machine of Warner Brothers Records in 1993, and I released my first album, Give 'Em the Finger. I began to tour, make my own money, work with Queen Latifah, TLC, Rakim, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Missy Elliott, Grandmaster Flash, DMX, Tupac, and so on, Biggie Smalls, to name a few. I think I said a few. Fast forward, Tupac, who was one of my closest friends and most supportive friends, was killed, and I was damaged. I repaired myself enough to begin working again, and Biggie was killed. After another break, I wrote for Lisa Left Eye Lopez and TLC, and when she and I returned to New York, we met up to talk about future projects. The album was released, it was called Supernova, and she said we'd do more work when she came back from Honduras. She never returned. At that point, I was stuck. I could not find the door to the next level of my life. It was kind of like a video game. I didn't find my way in until I started looking for a way out. What does that mean? It wasn't until I was tired that things began to work. Tired of being confused, expecting the signs to tell me what to do, and tired of thinking someone else's answer was my answer. I was at that point, tired of being tired. I never followed anyone. I never wanted what someone had, but I did say, well, that maybe work for them, so I should try that. It was at that moment that I felt God sent me a friend who told me he was coming to Lehman. I enrolled in Lehman that week without thinking because I knew if I hesitated, it wouldn't happen. I wasn't sure what to expect when I came to Lehman besides classrooms, books, assignments, and professors. It was those things, but far more than I expected. My Lehman journey is one that I will miss and never forget. This school stopped me from wanting to be invisible. So many people, give me a second. So many people saw me when I couldn't see myself. So many people reminded me why I was special. So many people encouraged me. They saw me when I thought I was fading, and I am forever changed because of their sight. I knew I made relationships with as many as I could when a woman, head of maintenance at Lehman, hugged me and said, "I'm so happy you're graduating." I knew then that everyone could see me, and they knew too that I saw them. My message today is college is for everyone. If the first institution that teaches you and educates you is your family, you may need other education. Emotional intelligence alone is something that many individuals are deprived of due to their environment and upbringing in their formative years. This is where school for us as a people comes into the picture. How can we be of like mind or champion an effort if we cannot communicate the ideology behind the movement and or comprehend its value? If we speak different languages, it's okay to have a translator between us, but after a while, I want to hear your inflections. I want to hear your tone and your passion from you. I want your story from you. Education helps to color in the cultural gaps, the age gaps, the pay gaps, and chisels away at the walls that have been erected to keep us from understanding each other. This will enable us to become a force to be reckoned with, as my mother wished for me. People know this and use education to separate brilliant minds and like spirits. Don't allow people or fear to keep you from coloring this world with your hues. I played with Crayola boxes as a child and quickly learned that the box was exactly that. A box used to contain selected colors. But after melting crayons together and almost burning my bedroom down, which my mother, thank God she's not here, burning my bedroom down as a child, added my color to the world. We all should want the same. We're an example of putting the want for change into action. Today is your day, tomorrow will be your day, and the future will be yours. We have added a new shade of accomplishment to the world's palette. I urge everyone here to stop looking outside the window. When I say that, I mean, don't make anyone else's pace your pace. Your life is your house. Build your house. Pay attention to your timeline and don't be rushed by anyone else's pace. I found that we often skip important details when we're trying to keep up with someone else. I tell my friends that you spend so much time talking about John's lawn that you never water your own. Water your lawn and let John admire your lawn for once. And with this new degree, I have watered my lawn. A lot of people in this room have lent me a pencil, helped me study, helped me challenge a professor on an issue, and given me information that made me a better student, and I thank you. You have enacted change, and in effect, you have helped me get this degree. I ask that for one moment you allow me to speak for you all. I want to speak these positive words into your spirit. With one voice, I speak for all graduate voices of Lehman, past, present, and future, when I say, I never gave up on myself. I did not let my fears win. I did not let that difficult professor stop me from receiving the knowledge. I challenged myself. I allowed myself to be inspired, and I was inspired by others. I asked for help when I needed help, and I gave it when asked. I wasn't afraid to be open, vulnerable, and idealistic. I am a completer, and I am who I think I am. To all the first-generation graduates, to all the first degree in the household graduates, to all those who stopped and came back graduates. And for all those I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I graduate graduates, you did it. Think about how you look to the people around you, in your household, your friends, in the store when you tell them you graduated. Think about how you look to them. You're the only light bulb in some of those loved ones' lives. You're the spark and an answer to a question of, can I do it? Because I don't know anyone else who's done it. You are now a point of reference. So when you question yourself, ever, when you don't get that job or when it's taking long for them to call back or you don't know what to do with your degree, pause, breathe for 5 seconds and say, I am the answer. I did it. I just ask in all situations when it gets tough, see the end. See the goal at the end of the road. Never mind the detours, the obstacles, the other voices. Keep your mind's eye on the goal. Martin Luther King said, life's most persistent question is, what are you doing for others? With this in mind, I thank those that have went above and beyond for me, and I'd first like to ask Crystal to come up here for 1 second, because I am not graduating by myself. This woman, we got in trouble in Pam's class for talking about school, but Pam didn't know. But this woman, I could call her when I was on my way to school and didn't have enough money on my Lehman account to print my papers, or I waited too late to get the amount that Pam wanted, and she would print them at her job, risking everything because she wasn't supposed to be printing them. And Pam wanted 4 copies of my 55-page portfolio. So this woman, to me, is an example of what coming to Lehman and not being invisible and not walking past people looks like. I was here today. I don't know some of you. I said hello to some are in their own zone, and I asked you to lift your head up and look at faces around you. Those people may just need a hello from you. That's it. They don't need you to do that. You do your homework. They don't need money. They just want you to say hi. They want to be visible. I ask that of you as a Lehman graduate. In the last 4 semesters, my father was on his 8th cancer surgery, and the people I'm about to mention saved me from dropping out of school. So to Pamela Hendon, my lifeguard, thank you for not thinking me a crazy person when I was on the verge of a scholastic breakdown, and for always throwing me a life preserver. Jim Carney, who is not here, thank you for helping me mold my music career around school and holding a proverbial mirror in front of me as a reminder of my worth. To Thomas O'Hanlon, thank you for recognizing, respecting, and encouraging the star inside of me. Darina, and with much adulation, Dr. B, for allowing me to sing in the chorus, for that involvement allowed me to use singing as part of my healing therapy during school. To Professor Jeanette Tilley, you helped me by allowing me to enlighten the other students about protecting their intellectual property, and that helped me to pay it forward and see my own value as an asset to this school and to future musicians. My sister Miriam, who sits in the crowd today, who kept me together with all of her emotional magic. She's changed my Pampers, and she's here today to see me graduate, and I love you. I know I've talked off the ears of all of the above-mentioned individuals, and you guys, and one day I will buy you all new ones, if you ask. To the freshman version of myself, I would say, make a plan, follow the plan, yet stay flexible. Form alliances, you can't go this alone. And I would remember these 2 acronyms. STEPS, success takes education, patience, and steadiness. Heart, have every achievement ring true. Because for me, if it was not for my sister and my mother, I wouldn't be here because I'm in the throes of my life. And I was like, I graduated, great. They told me to celebrate this moment, and I'm here. And thank you, Pam and Dr. Jane and everyone else who supported me in that way. I would tell my fellow freshman students the same, and I would add, be fair to yourself. Water your mind with different instances and different views to make yourself a well-balanced individual. When you can be an influence to these people, leave them better than you found them. And lastly, we made it here by no mistake. Relationships, jobs, and other inexplicable situations have had me questioning all of my decisions to this point. In this one moment, we don't have to ask, as a collective, we don't have to ask ourselves how we ended up here. We did the work. As I head back into the world to embrace my career, I am releasing a new album. It's called The Little Red Hen. Please go get that. That'll be dropping in September. As I head back into the world to embrace my career, I've pressed reset on my own determination and identification, largely because of my Lehman experience. To all of you, your families and yourself, congratulations. Please go in peace. Thank you, Boo. I was about to have a nervous breakdown.
I know.
Thank you, Pam. I love you.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's a bit taller than me. There we go. Wow. I'm curious, how many of you here, students, got some kind of life experience, work experience credit towards your degree? Just raise your hands. Wow. That's cool. Thank you. So in a moment, we are going to honor each of our graduates by calling your name and having you come across the stage and giving you a very valuable, special ADP pin. I hear they're going on eBay for like $100 now. So. But before I do this, I need to take a moment to recognize the people who made this event possible. It was not me. I get a lot of the credit, but mostly I sit and watch them whiz around and tell me what I need to do. First of all, my Associate Director of ADP, Ikanya Gomez-Diaz. Our academic advisors and the two best-dressed men here tonight, Johnny Lozada and Hassan Chowdhury. We call her our admissions coordinator, but actually, Rosa Lendoff is the person who keeps everything running. Rosa? And we couldn't do anything we do without our ACE College assistants, Chriselle Castellanos and Shanice Wade Davis. We also had a great deal of help from our colleagues. Would anybody who's here from the School of Continuing and Professional Studies please stand up so we can thank you? I think maybe they gave up their seats. Okay. Oh, they're helping on, they're working. But thank you. Would all Lehman faculty and staff who are here please stand up so we can thank you as well? So I'm going to ask Dean McKillop and Vice Provost Prohaska to join me at center stage. We have a whole system for doing this. I promise no one will get hurt. Ikanya is going to go over that way with a second microphone. I hope this is working. Is that working? Do we have any AV people still in the room? Okay, here. You know what? Use.
Hello?
Oh, it's up. Okay. Johnny Lozada and Hassan will help guide you by row over to the folks who will announce your names. Once you've crossed the stage, please return to your seats, and then we do that pretty well. We'll get to eat.
But if we screw it up,
Yeah, no food.
What's that?
no food. If we screw it up.
Hand these, and you can give these.
Okay.
Just open up a pen. Okay. Give each person a pen. It's on. Congratulations.
Georgina Mora, Bachelor of Science in Sociology.
Woo! Here, you need a pen. Do you want me to give the pens?
Tara Hayes, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology.
No, you can. You're fine. I thought I was.
Congratulations.
Here you go. Congratulations. Okay, here. Let me give you the open bag, and I'll just keep this for backup.
Okay. Tomorrow? You get a pin as well. Yeah?
Importance, priorities, priorities.
Bachelor of Arts in Sociology.
Congratulations.
Next we have Crystal Leary, Bachelor of Arts in African
Congratulations.
And war.
Congratulations.
Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Business Management.
Woo!
Oh yeah, I saw her. I love her.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration.
Congratulations.
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 Shartisha Whaley, Bachelor of Science in Social Work.
Woo!
Congratulations.
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 forget
Don't
your
forget your
pin.
pen.
Dominique Vick, Bachelor of Science in Health Services Administration.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wait for your pin. There you go.
Congratulations.
Heather Sims, Bachelor of Science in Health Services Administration.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You remember the day?
Gladys Barber, Bachelor of Business Administration for concentration in Human Resources.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Gladys. Here's your pin.
Congratulations.
Martha Jimenez, Bachelor of Arts in History.
Congratulations.
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 What time do you want us here in the morning?
Julia
It
Rogers,
starts at 9. My staff and I are going to arrive at 8.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Bachelor of Arts in Economics.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Be so quiet.
Congratulations.
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 Keisha Jones, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with concentration in Human Resources.
Woo!
Congratulations.
welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Here's a
Oh,
pin
wait
for
a
you.
minute. There's a
There
pin
you
for
go.
you.
Thank you.
Tanisha Badu, Bachelor's of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics.
Tough program. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tanisha.
Congratulations.
Natalie Hines, Bachelor of Arts in Theater with a minor in Education.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're very welcome. You did a great job. Well done.
Marisol Congratulations. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a minor in Public Health.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Marisol.
Congratulations.
Danielle Rivers, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor
Yes. Yes. Take a bow. Psychology is my field. Take a bow. Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Janelle Swift, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Business Administration, Human Resource Concentration.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Tyler and Jordan,
No problem.
Computer Information Systems.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So proud of you.
Juan Chavez, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Juan.
Congratulations.
Laguerre, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Remember, Jason, right? It was in our
Congratulations.
slideshow. Started with HC4.
Yes, congratulations.
People are going to take care of us.
Look
Yes,
at
I
you.
know. It's
Congratulations.
terribly important. Yes.
Oh, you're very
We're looking after our own, right?
Clive Frith, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Clive.
Congratulations.
Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Francie.
Congratulations.
Anna Matos, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, with a minor in Business Administration, Human Resource. Business law. Okay, let's close.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Anna.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Arts in Sociology with a minor in Psychology.
Good combination.
Congratulations.
My pleasure. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Arts in Psychology.
Hey, congratulations. I know how hard you've worked.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Rosa Pena, Bachelor of Science in Social Work.
Across the hall.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Of course. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Science in Social Work.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Arts in Political Science.
Whoa!
Congratulations.
So good luck in your next step. There you go.
You want to come to our master's program? Congratulations.
Robert Soyor, Bachelor of Arts in Theater.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Robert.
Congratulations. You're very welcome. Thank you.
Javier Chuck, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a concentration in human resources.
You should jump up when the Mal students come across. You should jump up when the Mal students come or shake their hands.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. You're very welcome.
Naminata Sangoto, Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics.
Woo! Woo! Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Naminasa.
Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Congratulations. I need the child to pick that up.
No food now. We screwed it up.
Yes.
What's that?
We screwed it up. No food.
Natasha Santiago, Bachelor of Science in Health Service Administration and a minor in Health Education and Promotion.
Congratulations. A mouthful.
Congratulations, Natasha.
Congratulations.
Jesse Hidalgo, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jesse.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Siobhan Joseph, Bachelor of Science in Health Education and Promotion.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're very welcome.
Edwin Echeverria, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Edwin.
Congratulations.
Rosemary Gonzalez, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Rosemary.
Congratulations.
Leilani Roman, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a marketing concentration.
Congratulations.
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 Gonzalez, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a concentration in marketing.
Woo! She works at the U.S. Open. The tennis.
I think I told her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Tyshina Bolden, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a minor in Health Education and Promotion.
Woo!
That's a dynamite combination. Congratulations.
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 Scott Benitez, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
So varied, aren't they?
You really
Yeah,
are.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Michelle Edwards, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a minor in Education.
Woo!
Congratulations.
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 Jasenia Garcia, Bachelor of Science in Health Services Administration with a minor in Health Education and Promotion.
Whoa!
Oh, that's a lot. Congratulations. We worked you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Tyshawn Bishop, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology.
Woo!
Congratulations.
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 Louis Cameron, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology.
Well done. You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Rosine.
Congratulations.
Elizabeth Badassery, Bachelor of Science in Health Services Administration.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Elizabeth. Ooh.
Congratulations. Oh, thank you.
I think I'm going to be running out.
Yep, we
soon.
got some more here.
Daphne Green,
Woo!
Arts and Sociology.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Daphne.
You made it, baby. You made it.
Thank you.
James Knightis, Bachelor of Arts in Music.
Congratulations.
We have lots of musicians.
Yes, we do.
Congratulations, James.
Congratulations. Well done.
James,
Master of Arts in Liberal Studies, we have Shaniqua Fleming.
Woo!
Congratulations. Wonderful work.
congratulations, Shaniqua.
Congratulations, sweetie.
Marilyn DeCastro, also a Master of Arts in Liberal Studies.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations.
Boss is very proud of you.
Jason Diaz, Bachelor of Science in Health Services Administration.
Woo!
Congratulations. Very well done.
Congratulations, Jason.
Congratulations, honey. Oh, you're welcome.
Jose Vargas, Bachelor of Arts in Spanish.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jose.
You're welcome.
We'll do it in pieces. Cheryl Joseph, Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia, Performing Arts, and Africana Studies.
Very nice.
Nice combination. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hi, congratulations. You want to switch bags with me?
Sure. There's just a few left.
Yeah, here you go. I'll put them in here. And I'll take the trash.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sinahu Saad, Bachelor of Science in Speech Pathology, Speech Language Pathology with a minor in early childhood education.
Nice combination. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Hima.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Lester Diaz, Bachelor of Arts in Arts.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lester.
Congratulations. Well done.
Grace Adeoju with a Bachelor of Science in Health Services Administration.
Yeah, congratulations, Grace.
Well done, Grace.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're welcome.
Maricela Tino, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology.
Hey, congratulations. I know how hard you work.
Well done. Congratulations. Whoops. There we go.
Congratulations.
Lady Lopez, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a minor in education.
Congratulations.
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 Proud Dominican woman.
Sharon McFarlane with a Bachelor of Arts in Africana and African Studies.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jose Mancebo, a Master of Arts in
It's
Literature.
Jose Mancebo. Jose Mancebo.
Oh, all the MLS students are lead employees.
Well done. This is fantastic. Yes, very exciting.
Congratulations. So proud of you. Uh-oh. We're taking him younger and younger. Okay, we're getting to the end, so let's hear a lot of loud applause as people come across.
Because they haven't been doing that.
Yeah.
Josephine Bacall, Bachelor of Arts in Physics with a minor in Chemistry.
Woo!
That's impressive. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Josephine.
Well done. Well done.
Guillermo Burgos, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a concentration in Marketing and Finance.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
You did.
Wow, you're special.
Nancy Mateus, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a concentration in Human Resources.
Congratulations.
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 Leslie Ocasio, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology.
Congratulations.
You have a fan club out there.
Congratulations.
Laura Estevez, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems.
Congratulations. We're all going to be working for you.
Yeah, congratulations, Laura. Whoops, I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry. No, it's all right.
Congratulations.
I'm going to need like 2 more.
Is there anything on those, or are they
No,
blank?
they're blank.
Oh, okay.
Well, is there?
Yeah.
Xiomara Feliciano, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a concentration in Urban Studies, Social Equality, and Education.
Woo!
Whoa. Oh, wow. Well done. Congratulations.
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 Winifred Wilson, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a minor in Women's Studies.
Woo!
Thank you. Women's Studies. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Winifred.
Congratulations.
Bachelor of Business Administration with a concentration in Marketing and
This one needs a job. One coming across.
Okay.
She might be good.
There's nothing you can't do. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Claudia Aguirre, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with a minor in Psychology.
Okay, we could have flipped it. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yvette Gonzalez, Bachelor of Art in Latino and Puerto Rican Studies.
Yes. The new name. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Yvette.
And you're getting honors in your department. Congratulations.
Tracy Horton, Bachelor of Arts in Media Communications.
Congratulations. Good talk, too.
Great speech. That was really very nice.
Yo, we did it!
Teresa Rodriguez, Bachelor of Arts in African and Africana Studies.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Crystal.
Nikolai
I know we're running out.
with a Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Biology, and
Chemistry.
Whoa, ABC, that's the
Hardest major at the college. Congratulations.
Well done.
Whoa, well done.
Boy, that sounds like a lot of
ABC
work.
is one of the hardest majors here.
I'm sure.
Maribel Pantoja with a Bachelor of Science in Social Work with a minor in Aging and KSAC certification.
I'm a minor in aging.
Yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Maribel.
Well done. Hold on. Let's give everybody one more round of applause. Congratulations. So have the graduates opened the folder yet to see that there's nothing in it? You worked so hard for an empty blue folder. Yeah, we have your certificates outside to go in the folder. We also have dinner and cake and festivities. And I think I've said everything I have to say. So let's go to dinner.